Okay, so this week we are thinking about ways to prioritize self-care. And we've covered various aspects of, what we are wanting to achieve, making it non-negotiable, being kind to ourselves, not being too hard on ourselves if we get it wrong, making sure that we are enjoying what we're doing so that we are more motivated to do it. And today I'm thinking about what is the end result, like what is the goal of what you're trying to achieve. Now we're thinking about self-care, we're thinking about being kind to ourselves, we're thinking about looking after ourselves, and actually just prioritizing ourselves a little bit in a life that can be so busy, so hectic, where we are catering for everybody else's needs and very rarely, I would not say like never, but like rarely looking after our own, to the degree that we're looking after everybody else's. And so when we're thinking about what is it we are trying to achieve, what is the goal of what we're trying to achieve, that will be very personal to you. Like your motivation for self-care will be different depending on who you are, what stage of your life you're at, your physical health, your emotional health, your relationships, your lifestyle. There are going to be so many factors that you will need to consider. And so remembering what your goal is, what the reason for needing to do what you're going to do, is something that you might need to remind yourself of quite frequently. You might be, and of course it will also depend on what your chosen method of self-care is. So your chosen method of self-care might be exercise, right? For a lot of people it often is exercise. For some people, self-care is about getting your nails done or your hair done. I can remember I spoke about this once before about nails being done, and me saying like I don't consider that self-care personally, right? I just consider that like a necessity. Like getting my nails done is like brushing my teeth. Like it's just something that is important to me, but I don't know. Is it self-care? Maybe it is self-care. I mean, maybe it really is self-care, but for me, self-care is about exercising. Exercising to make sure that my body is strong, my body is healthy, my mind is strong and my mind is healthy. That to me is self-care, right? But it's going to be different for everybody. For some people, it's going to be going out for dinner with their friends. For some people, it's going to be going to a spa and having a massage and like being pampered. Like some people, it's meditating. It makes no difference what your idea of self-care is, as long as you are doing it. Okay, as long as you are treating yourself as a priority. Like we all deserve to treat ourselves as a priority for a little bit of time. It's not always easy to do it all of the time. But that's why I said right at the beginning, make it a non-negotiable, put it in the diary, make sure that for half an hour every day or for an hour 3 times a week, like whatever works for you, you are prioritizing yourself. When you know what your goal is, when you know what your outcome is, you can be wedded to that outcome a lot more. You will keep on track a lot more. For somebody who is wanting to lose weight, so for somebody who is exercising to lose weight, I know that goes into like goal focused stuff, but I mean self-care arguably is part of most people's goals, right? Most people's goals are around happiness and well-being, and so self-care is a part of happiness and well-being. What is your outcome? Is your goal that you want to be able to run a marathon for charity? Is it that you want to lose a stone or 2 stone before your next beach holiday? Is it that you want to be more present in your family life and happier and a happier mummy, right? In which case, meditating, doing yoga, going out running is going to really help you to have that space and get the right hormones flowing in your brain. So whatever it is, remind yourself of what it is that you are hoping to achieve, whether it's physical, whether it's emotional, whether it's about being present with your family or children, and that will help to keep you on track to remind yourself that you're not being selfish, because that's the biggest thing that comes up for people, is that you feel like you're being selfish when you're doing something for yourself, but actually when you're looking after yourself, you're looking after everybody else too. If part of your goal is to be more present as a mummy, more happy as a wife, more XYZ, then you are doing that for others as well as for yourself. Prioritizing yourself isn't looking after yourself and looking after everyone else. The two are not exclusive. When we look after ourselves, we look after everybody else better too. I've said this already in this series, and I've said it in many videos previously. The two are not exclusive. They go hand in hand together. Okay? All right. That's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a lovely evening.